I mean, the first thing we're going to do on the Friday, you get here, is get you settled in the woods. And we're going to start to come back to what's real. Now, I want you to leave all of that COVID madness out there. I'm not getting involved in any of that stuff. I'm really sorry. It's just not happening. I'm not having that fear. And I think that's why this place is so absolutely perfect, because nature calls you back to what's real. The trees know what's real. The trees are anchored in the present moment. Nature is anchored in the present moment. Nature brings you back. It anchors you back into this place of mindfulness, and as the thinking starts to subside, it's about your problems and your worries and all that head stuff, and we start to breathe and be and come alive to the world again. And that's really my mission on Friday, is till the Friday evening, to help you find yourself and the world again. We're going to be coming together on these weekends, and you're going to meet some great people. You're going to meet some other aware, mindful, awakening people. And do you know what? I've been doing these retreats for over 10 years, and there are people that met on the first one that are still good friends. There's some amazing friendships and bonds that are built up on these weekends that are really enduring, because you're experiencing something very, very powerful together. And I find even on that first Friday evening, something really, really special starts to happen. We're going to have a lovely meal together, and I'll do a little welcome talk and introduce you to everybody, and then we'll have some fun. We're going to do a laughing yoga and some fun and games. So it's a holiday. Mindfulness is not deadly serious. So we're raising our vibration. We're leaving all that stress and drama out there, and we are going to enjoy some great human company, some fun, laughter, and some real enjoyment. On the Saturday morning, we're going to look at how we break the spell. Because you've been twisted up in your heads, haven't you? And I'm going to show you how we create trauma through ourselves. Not through actually what is happening, but how our mind creates so much of our suffering. And we're going to explore how we start to step out of that and create some space from that. Now telling you how you do that is not really very helpful, because the only real way to learn and understand mindfulness is to actually experience it. So from the very outset, I'm going to try and bring you into, it's very arrogant, isn't it? But the woods, these are the teachers, the trees are the teachers, the nature is the teachers, and together we will bring you into a deep state of mindfulness. So you can experience for yourself what it's like to rest from your head. Switch it all off for a while, all your problems and your worries and that head drama, and we will explore mindfulness of thought, how from that place of awareness you can start to observe the dysfunction, how your mind creates your suffering, adds to your karma, and by breaking free of this, by observing this, we'll explore how we can live more and more in a place of mindfulness and create a very different energy in the world, and stop creating all this negativity and suffering within ourselves and in the world around us. The afternoon is really very much more about living this, because mindfulness is not an intellectual discipline. It's a state of being. It's a way of living, a way of experiencing the world, and that's a practical thing. It's not an intellectual thing, and it's about how we wake up to life, how through our senses, through focusing on the world and being intensely here in the world, how that brings us into this place of mindfulness and opens up really a whole experience of life and a depth to yourselves and reality that you can't ever experience through the fog of your mind. So we're going to do some mindful eating, we're going to do some mindful walking. I want to explore with you a wonderful practice called Qigong. We're going to have a slack rope if you fancy really being mindful and trying to walk a slack rope. But the whole afternoon is about bringing you into this space of awareness. And over the course of the day, if we can hold you here for an extended period of time like that everybody who's been before will tell you has a profound state on your state of mind and your being, and advances your practice immeasurably. In the evening we're going to do a little bit of meditation, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to touch upon metaphysics and maybe some of the spiritual aspects of mindfulness if we're up for it. And then it's fun and games. We've got a chill out DJ coming. We're going to do a little bit of mindful movement, a little bit of dancing, or just sitting and listening and taking in the sunset and the light and the colours. Have a lovely big bonfire going, and a smashing meal. Sunday is really about healing the trauma within, is what we call karma yoga, and I suppose that's the theme of the whole weekend. Really, is the first day is learning how to no longer manufacture this inner suffering. The second day is about healing that, how we go about having understood how we break the patterns through self-awareness, through mindfulness, how we can start to work through and process some of that trauma in the body. How we become less reactive, learn how to explore how we feel anger in the body without becoming angry, how you can experience fear in the body without being anxious, how you can, with practice, become the master of yourself, and if you're the master of yourself, then conscious right action arises rather than panicky reaction, and immediately the thing we do is empowered with that good karmic energy which we reflect into the world. But we're going to have a bit of fun with that, and then kind of as the grand finale, we're going to do some emotional clearing, which is it's a lot of fun, and anybody who's been before will tell you is an extremely powerful meditation experience. It's all about this karma yoga, healing the trauma within us, and through that process of healing, there's a shift in our own vibrational field, and a shift in our own projection, that we can maybe turn fear into calm, anger into love, and in so doing we affect the karma. We heal past trauma, the trauma of this year, past lifetimes, who knows, but that trauma held within our vibrational field, and through the process of healing that, gives us a great deal of relief. But it also, as the trauma is healed, there's a shift in our vibrational field, and we project a different world into being, because your mindfulness doesn't stop with you, does it? It affects everybody, it affects everything, and ultimately your state of being is what is reflected back to us. And there's a very, very pressing need at these current times to learn this process, to consciously project something better into the world.